He says, you look at one thing as good, something else as bad. You get attached to what you consider as good. You desperately try to avoid what you consider as bad. And of course, that will rule you from the inside. This is not the way to be. Seeing everything just the way it is, that is the way to be within. If you see something other than what is there, it means you are contaminating the world with your opinions and prejudices. Creation is made so that you see it the way it is, not to make it the way you want it. Not the way you want to make it. This is an obscenity that humanity is committing upon the Creator's creation. Such a magnificent creation. What is there for you to do? Absorb it if you can, nothing more. And even that is not simple, because creation is phenomenally multi-tiered. So many phenomena are happening right here, one inside the other, all in one space, all in one time. Everything that you think is past, everything that you think will be future is right here. If you see everything the way it is, if the whole creation reflects within you, you become the very source of creation. That is the way to be, inside and outside.
Yes, wonderful. So we have talked about this so many times, right? How we are the creators of this universe, especially whatever is happening to us in our life, we are the ones who are creating it for ourselves. And as he just said, by judging everything and dividing everything into good and bad, that is how we have created all these differences. Because the creation didn't create this is good and this is bad. We did that. We created, like the universe created the earth. It did not put the lines as countries. We did that, demarcation. So all those things, we have divided it. So he's saying is, what he's in this statement is trying to express is that if you look at it just like that this is piece of land, and whether it's in that part of the country or this part of the country or this country or that country, it is still a piece of land. So fighting over a piece of land is not really necessary. Like some of the countries, they want to expand their land occupancy, and for that they will go and kill millions of people.
Like what's happening in Ukraine.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. But it is still a piece of land. It is nothing else. So that's what he's saying. Do not try to, when we create differences, then we fight over it. Like differences in religions, difference in our belief systems, in our caste, color, whatever the kind of differences we may have created as a human beings. If we look at those as different, when there is a difference, that's when the competition comes in, and that is when the fight happens. But if we look at it as it is, then there is no fight, because everything is one. Everything is the same. Whether it's that country or this country, is the same land. It's a piece of land. Whether it's a white person or a black person, it's still a human being.
He made a point of calling it real estate. Real estate.
Yes, and it is a real estate. Why? Because it's a piece of land.
People want it.
Yeah.
But when it
Why?
comes to war, every change, it's all of that.
Yeah, but
What
war
people
is
want
being
to
created by human beings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's right.
and for the purpose of control.
Right.
Yes.
We've been like this from the beginning of time.
Yes,
That's
exactly. Where we could have coexisted. It didn't happen. We didn't have to have a war, but we did.
Yeah.
Because we wanted what belonged to somebody else, or whatever the other person was using it. So that is the reason. So what he's trying to say is, if you start looking at things as they are, without any judgment, without any good and bad factors enrolled into it, then you will find the real substance of that thing. I mean, the real truth about the reality of the situation will come through. And when he says that the whole existence is within you and you are the creator, what does it mean?
Just what it says.
We are all
We
gods. We are all.
Yes,
God.
we are the creators of our life, and even this universe itself, even though it has been created by force that we are not aware of, still it is a creation that happened, and if we take it as a creation and use it and enjoy it, it will benefit us, it will help us to grow and experience ourselves as that creator himself. How will it help? How do we experience that creator as ourselves, as that? When we get out of all our vices and all the negativity that we are holding within our 5 bodies, what happens when we cleanse ourselves and we raise our vibrations? We are vibrating at the same vibrational frequency as the God's frequency. Then what happens?
I
You
believe
go
you
and-
attract people like yourself.
We go and merge into
Yeah.
the universal energy and become one with the God's energy, and as a result we are the creators.
I mean, there's the thing called right and wrong. I mean, you robbing somebody, you stealing from somebody, that's wrong.
Yes, it is
So
wrong.
How do we explain, that's not right.
So
It's wrong.
it is wrong, but as I said, this is these all these norms and all these society
We have
conditions
to-
and
I think
norms.
We have to have some.
We have rules and regulations we have created. Why? For the reason because people have forgotten who they are, and as a result they have started behaving on the basis of their mind's desires. On the mind's desire, I desire what he owns, so I have to snatch it. So those rules and regulations were created so we can coexist
Right.
in peace,
Yeah.
and with some rules we can manage the population. That is the reason why all these conditions and all these religions also came up. All they're teaching you is
That's
how
why
to
we have
coexist. Right and wrong is something that will now you have to see that as an energy being, as a spiritual being, what will raise your energy. Okay, so we are energy beings, that we agree.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, we are made of energy, and if we want to raise our energy so that we can be one with that universal energy which has created everything, which we call it as God also. So if we want to go and be one with Him, what do we have to do? We have to raise our energy vibrations, right? And in order to raise, if we are doing something which is hurting others, is it going to bring our energy up or down?
Down.
So, do we have to teach you?
Do we what?
Do we have to tell you, if you are aware that you are an energy being and it will bring your energy down, do I have to tell you again and again, don't do it?
No.
You have to
You
have
should
Why
not
will you
have
do
to.
why will you do the right thing? Why? Because you want to raise your energy, right? So you will automatically do. Nobody has to be taught. But why are we we have to teach everybody now good and bad, and that too through so many religions? Why? Because people are not even aware of their real nature. We are all acting out of our mind, out of our intellect body, that is our memories. So we think that we are limited beings, and we have to fulfill our desires, and even if the desire means snatching other people or hurting other people to fulfill that desire, we do that. And not realizing that this is hurting us more than it's hurting them.
Yes.
But if we start realizing, would we do it?
No.
No.
But
So
that's
that
when
is
you
where
have
the
the
lacking
conscious-
is.
I'm sorry, but that's when you have the conscious and awareness.
Yes.
People who don't have the conscious or awareness are going to live their life like that on a regular basis, because that is all that they know.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what is happening is we are not being taught, or the teaching of us being as an awareness or as a spiritual being full of knowledge and awareness and a blissful being is absent to 90% of the people in this world. So as a result, everybody is living on the basis of the belief systems that they have been taught. This is your religion, this is your caste, this is your country. So all the divisive things that we have created as a human beings only, we have created it ourselves. And now, though we have created our belief systems and we have judged all those things, and we have said this is good and this is bad, and so in trying to become good or bad or whatever way we want to live, we want to immaculate that persona. So as a result, what is happening? We are living it with eyes closed, without awareness, you could say. So the awareness is our nature. All we have to do is start using, become aware of it, get the knowledge, start using that awareness to live through common sense. That's all it's required. What is spirituality? Living with common sense. That is all it is, nothing else. Living with common sense. Common sense to see that if something I don't like, how can I give it to the other person? Or if I'm unhappy with some situation, how can the other person be happy in it? Or if I'm doing something which is going to hurt others, it's also going to hurt me in the process. That we forget. That part we miss out. And that is why we keep doing it. And they are not aware how it's going to come back through karma.
Karma.
Not only through karma, but at that point of time also. Are you happy when you are hurting others? It does come back in the feeling of some kind of a guilt or remorse also. Maybe to some it becomes a habit, then they ignore it. But there is a fifth body which is a voice of consciousness in all of us. So it is there. So it is not that we ignore it, the symptoms, we ignore the signs, and we keep on moving in the wrong direction. But it is just to fulfill our own selfish desires. And that is what's happening in this world today. And as a result, we have created wars, and we are killing each other basically, nothing else. We are destroying the planet and we are killing each other. Eventually, this planet won't be livable and the water will rise and everybody will drown, and that will be the end of the civilization. And it's not the end of the life though, is it? Is it the end of life? No.
I mean, we're killing each other.
It is never the end of life. The life continues. You know, if not this planet, then any other planet. There are plenty of planets, plenty of galaxies for you to go and roam around.
And destroy it.
But simply because they don't know how to deal in the relationship, so they want to just go and pick up the gun and kill each other. That's all. If only they would learn how to give love. In any kind of a relationship, all you need is love. That's all. You don't have to do much to learn how to deal in any relationship. Every relation can be managed with love. Any and every.
But people grow up and
Where do we get this control, feeling of controlling each other? From our ego. Ego wants to control others, and us also, and others also. And ego is what? What is ego? Me. I, me, myself, and I'm the best. E, me, and my. I, me, and myself. Yes. So when you want to just think about yourself, and you think, what is I? Individual. Individualizing it, separating it, divisive. It is divisive. Okay? When we think that we are all one energy, we are all part here to have an experience, to enjoy, to grow, to learn, create experiences, have fun, then do we think about hurting each other? No. It is the wrong knowledge that has created all this chaos. And who has created the wrong knowledge? People who want to control. They have created that. So we have to understand, do we give in to those kind of information and the people? No. We have to have the right knowledge, and that is our liberation. Liberation means freedom from all these binding ideas, limited ideas, and belief systems that we have put in our own mind, and that is limiting us only and our growth. Okay? So that limitation, nobody else has put it in us. We ourselves have done it. Why? Through our belief systems. I believe what she's saying. I don't believe what you are saying. So that is, my belief is better than yours. So that is why there's a fight. If you follow your awareness and you work with your awareness, so awareness is what? Common sense, isn't it? Use your common sense to see that if I don't like it, obviously the person who's going through that pattern is not going to like it either. So if you use your common sense and change your behavior, whose growth is happening? Yours. Yes. And you are here to, why are we here in this world? Why have we come? Why have we taken the birth?
It's very like.
Also, when you're very angry and
you don't
upset,
like it,
you don't like it, but you still react in that manner. Why? Because it's in your memory.
It's in your memory, yeah.
Yes. And you act out of, everybody acts out of their memories. So if it is in your memory, you have to erase that memory, or you have to really work to get it out.
Don't you have to substitute it with something else?
Yes,
Something
you can
something-
substitute it, you can
You
erase
just
it,
let's bypass it. You
and erase it with love, and also you can use your common sense and stop yourself into doing something positive rather than negative. It is all common sense. If you start living with your common sense, you won't have to have any classes. So we have to only watch our own, concentrate only on our own journey, not on the other people. Don't try to teach them or how to grow. You first grow, and then people will automatically follow you and learn from you. But if you do not grow, how can you teach? If you don't know, if you don't have $5 in your pocket, can you give me even if you want me to?
No.
You can't give me. Even if you want to give me, you can't, because you don't have it.
Yes.
Similarly, knowledge works like the same way. Yes.
What your mind is telling you, and you behave according to the instructions your mind is giving you without any knowledge at all that this is not true.
So, when we come here to learn and grow, we have taken this body, then who's helping us to do that?
The universe.
Exactly. The universe is there to help us to grow and learn.
Like,
So
when
there
you-
will
you-
always
for a
be
reason.
opportunities presented by the universe through different situations, through different people, through different circumstances. There will be opportunities for you to change your ways. But it is up to you again. Choice is always in your hands. Do you want to go in that direction where the universe is leading you, or do you want to go in the opposite? That freedom is given to you, right? So,
You have good and bad. But if you know a little bit about philosophy, they realize that they both reach the same goal. And it seems weird to accept that, but if you
yes, they
if
do.
you study, then you realize it's exactly the same.
Yes, they are similar in a manner, but the place where you reach spiritually is different. If you're going in the negative manner, where are you going to reach? Even according to the religions, where do you go?
According to religion, yeah.
Hell. And if you're going upwards, where are you going? Heaven. So even though the journey may be the same, but the destinations are different. Okay? And where you land up is different. So where you want to land up is up to you. The religions teach you that. Even if you don't follow your own inner instincts and see what is making you happy, or what is your energy rising or lower, even if you're not aware of all those things, still religions are scaring you. They're putting fear in you. If you go in the wrong direction, you're reaching hell, and if you're going in the right, so go. You are choosing. If you're going in the wrong, you choose to go to hell.
I'm thinking about something, what you're saying in terms of being in a relationship where you can be a living hell. Because
Yes.
it's not a good relationship. It's
Oh,
heaven and, whatever it may be. So hell, I think heaven and hell are right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is heaven and hell is here, but how you choose to act and react in those situations is up to you.
Right.
So, so you can make that hell a pleasant one also, You can make a pleasant. So when we accept the situations and stop fighting it, that hell will become peaceful and heaven. You can turn the hell into heaven if you want to, since it's here in your hands. But if you don't do anything and continue in the same path, then you are deciding which path you want to go, right? So you always have an opportunity to change things with awareness, using your common sense. You don't have to go and go to any therapist or anything for the classes. This is using common sense. You can always change
For
things.
example,
So it is easy to continue in the path that you're familiar than to change the course and go into unfamiliar, which is hard for you to do it, and that is why you give up. So it is up to us again. The choice is in our own hands. And what will happen if you continue in the opposite direction? Makes you stronger, right? And it is not just one addiction then. Anything and everything you can overcome, because now you learn how to overcome. This is a lesson you needed to learn, and that is why you went into this and you started this, and then now you have also learned how to overcome all the problems. So that makes you mentally, emotionally, and physically in every way strong.
Stronger.
So you need those lessons, and that is why these situations come up in our life, so that we can learn and grow stronger and move in a positive direction. If you're not strong enough, you will go up and then you'll go down and up and down, and yo-yo will keep happening, which has been happening for so many lifespans.
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
You can continue for another 1,000 of another lifespans. Who cares? It's your journey, right? So nobody's judging. We are not here to judge each other. We are here to judge us. And if we want to get free, then we have to work on it, right? Otherwise, and it's so easy to. Even Sadhguru said, you don't have to do anything or learn anything. All you have to do, see the things as they are. If you start seeing that the war is happening because between the Ukraine and Russia, they are fighting over land. What if they just see it's just a piece of land, this side or that side, what does it matter? It's people who are living in there, people living here. Why can't we live happily and help each other rather than fight over it? It's just a piece of land. But no, they're looking, that's Ukraine, that's Russia, I have to take over the Ukraine, so there's a war.
Wow.
So when we want to divide things, when we want to create differences and control things, that's when the problems start. So we have to learn to look at the things as they are. When we start looking at the things as they are, there won't be any reasons to fight.
And the thing that I read, part of it, I'm going to change the topic a little.
Yes.
And the thing that I read, there was a reference to past, present, and future happening at the same time.
Yes.
Can you say something?
Yes.
About that?
So how is it past, present, and future happening at the same time? Yes. How is it?
Everything is
How
here.
is it?
Everything is here.
Yeah.
Everything is here.
Yes. Well, everything is happening at the now moment, present moment. So if you are thinking of something past, when are you thinking?
Now.
Now.
Yes. And if you are thinking of something future,
Now.
when are you
Now.
thinking?
Now. It's always
And if you
now.
go into the future, and then you start thinking, when are you thinking? What is that time? It is always now. Okay? So it is never, there is no past, no future.
I think
It's easy to understand.
So no matter what I'm thinking, I'm always in the
Always in
present.
now. Exactly.
Yes.
It's only you're thinking about the past thing, but if you're thinking now. So there is no past, no future. It's always now.
Today.
Whether you do it after 5 days, then only it will be now. Only then you'll be doing it. And whenever you're doing it, it's always going to be now.
So if I'm going somewhere tomorrow, which I am, I'm going somewhere tomorrow, does that mean I'm going
So when you're going to go,
When you
it
get
will be
tomorrow, it will be now.
now.
Well, that's when I get to
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
Yeah.
comes.
Tomorrow becomes now.
Tomorrow will come.
Tomorrow is
now?
not there, yes.
Tomorrow is now?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
now when you do go,
Yes?
that will be now.
It will be now.
When you're
It will
there,
be
when
now.
you're there
We never
tomorrow,
make- we never
when you're
make
there
it
tomorrow, it's gonna be present.
We
When
never
you're there
make it.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
We
tomorrow,
never-
so
we never
that's
make it to
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It'll be now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We never make it to tomorrow.
That's right. I
It's
never
all
did-
so
no.
tomorrow is nothing but imagination. Okay, it's all imagination. You can imagine anything and everything, but what is the reality is always now. Okay,
Anyway, I will
and this concept that everything is in our hands. We are the creators of everything that's going to happen in this. In our life and also in the creation, because what is happening in the creation is the collective energy of all of us. All of us. If we are doing something wrong together, that is affecting the whole society, the whole atmosphere also. We are digging the well, the earth to take out the oil, then it's affecting all of us, right? It is disturbing the equilibrium of the earth balance, and that is going to affect all of us.
And thousands of years.
Yes.
The wisdom of the mystic is now interweaving with hard science.
Yes, and that is why it took so long, because for the hard science, there's a process. You have to create a hypothesis, that is, you have to first find a topic to research on, then you have to experiment so many times, and then you have to come to conclusion. So now it's taking them time to come to that conclusion, that's all. They do not want to accept it as the rishis and the sages were telling them, because how were they finding out? By going inwards. Through meditation, when you go inward and you go beyond your 5 bodies, everything of the universal energy and the knowledge is available to you, and that is how they were able to tell you, but you did not want to explore yourself, so you did not want to believe.
Where is God?
Everything is within us, and all we have to do is go within ourselves and start exploring, and use your common sense to survive, to have different experiences, and don't worry about present, past and future, everything now. Just remember that much and don't get confused. So it's not like you're going somewhere, guys. I'm trying to tell you that. Please understand that you are not going anywhere. You are just shifting your thinking. That's all is happening. Is that you have to awaken to the knowledge about yourself. So you have to basically remove your ignorance and remove all your belief systems that you have put in your mind, and think this is who you are, and this is how, there's this, I have to go here, I have to achieve this, and I have to achieve that. No, you have to achieve nothing. Okay? You are already there. Only you have to remove all those obstacles that you have created in your mind, and you are not able to see yourself as you are.